Hey everybody. So we are leaving tomorrow for the Camino or for Spain, and I'm knee deep into packing right now for the Camino, and I figured why not share my packing list with you guys. This packing list can change depending on what your needs are. Let's start with what we're wearing. So innerwear is probably um, one of the most important things you should wear. So I wear leggings, and the reason for leggings is to prevent chafing, of course. And after 20 to 30 kilometer days, there's a lot of friction that develops. Socks are incredibly important. So I have been using the same socks for many Caminos, and these are all 100% wool. They're made by a company called Balega, and they're awesome. So they are sweat wicking and blister avoiding. I've used these twice and I've had very good results. So I would highly suggest this, but socks are very important. In one of my previous Camino chats, Derek and I kidded about wearing pants that become shorts, and we have those over here. These are Columbias. I have two pairs, and they're useful. If it's raining, you can take off the pants portion. If it's sunny, you can just wear the shorts. My tops are a little colorful. I make them colorful so that people can see me. Sometimes you go through stretches of highway or road, not so much highway, but road. And if you wear something that's bright, obviously cars can see you a little better. So that's not something I learned, but it's just practical knowledge, kind of. I have a thin sweater as well. That's it for outerwear. Next up, we have this stuff, which I believe in, but I'm not sure if other people do. This is hike goo. So again, this is to prevent blisters. The number one thing you want to avoid during a Camino are blisters. This is kind of a cream goo, it says, that you rub all over your foot before you put on your magic socks. So it eliminates friction, makes your feet kind of slippery before you put them into your socks and your shoes. And this is my third Camino using them, and I'm a fan. Okay, you need a quick dry towel. You need a hat, preferably a hat that covers your neck as well, since sunburn is a real possibility on the Camino. A sleep sack, very important. So a silk sleep sack, they tend to repel bed bugs. I slip into them before I get onto the sheets of the albergue that I'm staying in. So this is an old trick. I'm not 100% sure that it works, but I kind of believe it does. Here we have a shoulder pack. Now this is useful for two things. First of all, is when you get to a communal accommodation like an albergue, obviously you have lockers, but it's still always good to bring your valuable personal effects with you when you go to the bathroom or when you go out at night or for dinner. So something small like this can carry my passport, my wallet, and then whatever else is valuable. So I will bring this to the shower when I take my shower and just let it hang. I'll bring this with me to town when I leave my stuff and go out for dinner. So never been a Boy Scout, but my dad taught me to be prepared. So I have my handy dandy Swiss Army knife and my spork. Yes, you heard that right, a spork. Because what's better than a spoon or a fork? Well, how about a spork? Other things, external charger, necessary. So I'll be doing laundry every 2 days potentially, and I have some Tide packs for that. Some of the albergues have washing machines, so for that, perfect. Or if I have to hand wash while showering, I can do that as well. Need a poncho, definitely, and preferably a poncho that has an allotment in the back to also carry your pack. So basically it can slip over you and your pack. That's the most useful. This one I got from Montbell in Japan. Sunglasses, because you need them. A headlamp. You start sometimes at 6 in the morning. Depending on the time of the year in Spain, it could be dark at the time, or maybe half an hour from dawn, so headlamps are useful. Ooh, this for me is a non-negotiable. You gotta have walking sticks. When I did my first Camino, I chose to bring walking sticks but didn't use them for the first couple of days because I thought, hey, I'm still fairly young. I don't want to, feel like an old man using these. But I brought myself to use them 3 days in, 4 days in, and they made a world of difference. So these things reduce your carrying weight, including your body weight, by 30%, 30 to 40%. And that's substantial, especially if you're, doing a 25K day, right? So highly encourage you to get walking sticks. Shoes. Okay, bring 2 pairs of shoes. First are your hiking shoes. So for me, these are trail runners from On. They have very thick soles, and I've been using another pair for the last 2 months while training, and they felt good. So I am going to use a new pair. These Ons don't have to be broken into, but it's good to, use them maybe a day or two prior to getting on your Camino. So I will wear them on my flight and break them in that way. But yes, you need a good pair of shoes, obviously, with good traction. Traction is incredibly important. Don't get shoes that have bits and pieces of soles of tractions because they will fall out, or they could fall out. It's better to have one solid piece. So there are more sticky points all throughout. The other piece of footwear to bring, in my opinion, are sandals. These sandals I've used on 2 Caminos already. This will be the third one. I only use them for Caminos. This is for when rain comes. Change out of your sneakers into your sandals, because your sandals can get wet and dry quicker. These are also for albergues. When you take showers, I prefer to have some footwear. And just, after 6 hours of walking in shoes, it's nice to let your feet breathe. And sandals allow you to do that. Your pack is going to be incredibly important. This is the Gregory pack I've been using for multiple Caminos. It's got a front pocket over here where I can put the stuff that I need the quickest. For example, I can put my rain gear here in case it rains, or my external battery if I need a charge. I highly recommend packs that have zippers, right? Zippers allow you to pack much easier, just drop it in, as opposed to if you just have a sack from the top and you have to dig in, or you have to just drop things in, right? It takes a lot longer to find things. And then you need to have side pockets for your water, unless you're gonna take a CamelBak or something like that. And rain cover. You need a rain cover for this, right? So I do have a rain cover in here. But if you don't have a rain cover for your bag, you can just buy one. When you're walking, so this clips in your waist area, and this is actually the most important thing of a pack. It needs to have this stuff because this is where the support comes in, so that your hips are essentially carrying the weight of your bag, right? And it's not your back that's carrying everything. So you got to make sure that it's got these wings essentially, and that they provide solid support for you while you're walking. We're down to toiletries, and the toiletries depend on you, obviously. Don't forget to bring your medicines and vitamins. Bring soap and shampoo. Most of the albergues provide them, but you never want to be underprepared. That's about it. So I'm going to put all this stuff into the bag and show you how the bag looks like later on. See ya. Don't kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a chocolate. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I have to go down. There's so many times I've let
you down. So many times I played around. I tell you no.
And that says 7.3 kilos. So let's put it on. Don't forget the belt straps. How do I look? I look ready. Thanks for watching, and I hope that packing list helps.